Hello, Collective. This is Tampa Artemis Oracle doing your love reading. So I was just listening to the song "Kiss My Uh-Oh" by Anne Marie and what was it? Anne Marie and Little Mix. So while I was listening to it, I took out the love cards and started shuffling and seeing wanted to see what cards came out. I haven't looked at it, so basically that song is about someone who is walking away from somebody, but now the person that they're walked away from is now expressing a desire to get back together. But it's like, yeah, you only want me when I'm walking away. You only want me when I don't want to stay. So let's see what messages we get with the Burning Heart Love Oracle. The first one we have is, I know that we have a soul connection. I'm ready to take my mask off. So someone has been putting up some sort of facade. I should have fought for you. Let's see. I want a future with you. I'm holding on to the memories of us. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. So someone did something wrong, something that they need to apologize for. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. It's interesting, when you're walking away, you're pulling away from somebody, it's what tugs at them, you know, kind of amps them up to make some sort of action. And I don't feel like I deserve you. So there may be a bit of insecurity here with this person. So let's see. Let me see. I'm gonna put the cards out, just lay them out. Oh, my table's wet. Ah, hold on. Okay, so I just want to put the cards down. It's got stuck to the table. Okay, let's get some clarification. All right, let's find out who is this person the collective is dealing with. If these messages resonate, please, only take messages that resonate and discard the rest. And if it does resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. The first card we got is Three of Swords. So whoever you're dealing with, they're facing some sort of disappointment. They're feeling abandoned. They're feeling lonely. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the imagery in the card. This person has a heart broken. 222. But somebody's heart is broken. Somebody is sad. They're feeling lonely. They're feeling abandoned. Yeah, because you walked away. Six of Swords. You moved away from the situation. But I want to know who this person is. Can you tell us about this person? That's the whole point. That was the whole point of the song. You walking away, but then I feel like maybe when I look at that card, see, we got the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is steering his ship. He's someone who's very abundant. He is very stable, secure, but he's steering the ship, right? You see, she's on a boat in the Six of Swords. What I wanted to say was, though, you may be moving away. This person may be strategizing, and maybe in their mind they're thinking, like, you think you're gonna get away that quickly? I feel like with that sly look at his face, because whenever I see this card, that face, I wanted to curse. I stopped myself, but my face. So I feel like this person is gonna really take some grand action towards you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're in a little boat, floating away, moving away, wanting to go towards peace, whatever, just get away from this situation that's been unfulfilling in some way. I saw 333. But King of Pentacles, this person is probably going to put a lot more effort, because the King of Pentacles is someone who has a lot. He's not one that's in lack. So this person is probably going to take some action. But we got the Eight of Cups with the Queen, the Six of Wands. See, it's like this chasing energy. You're walking away because you're not emotionally fulfilled. You don't see happiness. You don't see growth. You don't see any compassion. You don't see anything. There's like a void. There's nothingness. And it's weird because I had a dream about like a person, right? But in the dream, it was like nothing there. There was no emotions. It was void. It was just like a loop. So I don't know if this is what this person is feeling. Like, they're feeling a sense of loneliness. They feel emptiness. They're feeling sad. They're feeling abandoned. It could be that, but it's like or it could be how you're feeling, and that's you walking away from that. You feel like you've probably given all the emotions and love, 444, that you could give. However, you're not getting anything in return. So you're walking away. But this person, it's maybe persistent and maybe making their presence known. Continuing to make their presence known to you. They may make some sort of effort, and I think it might be because I don't know if it's a game to them, like they want to win, or if they want to win you over. I just dropped a card. Let me get it. Four of Cups. See, this is like there's been a lot of sadness and disappointment. So maybe the person is feeling sad and disappointment, or possibly if they're coming towards you, you may not accept their offer, you may reject it. You know, because you're just focused on what has transpired, but you're not aware that this person may come back, or there may possibly be a new offer, you know, coming in. You know, you're walking away. There could be some new energy coming in with the Six of Wands, some new energy coming in where though you're walking away for something, there may be something coming towards you. You know, but if you're still stuck in your mind about what's happened in the past, then you're not going to be able to see what this 555, this offer is. Well, I'm seeing a lot of numbers, so 222, 333, 444, 555. You ain't gonna see those 666 because that'll be weird if we see that on the clock. Okay. You know what's so funny? I'm looking at the King of Pentacles down here, and then I'm reciting the Earth signs, right? Which, because King of Pentacles is an Earth sign, so it's Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And look, the Devil card came out. Capricorn. You know, I feel like there may be some sort of attachment. This person may be emotionally, energetically tied to you, which makes sense because we have the Your Energy is Intoxicating card coming out. You know, so this person feels some sort of attachment to you, some connection, a bond. I feel like it's more like a cord. It may be a cord. So if you're not wanting to continue with the situation, you may consider doing some sort of cord cutting ritual. That could be something that you're wanting to do, and this person may be sensing that, and that the fact that you're pulling your energy away, pulling it back towards you, returning it towards you, asking for it to be returned to you, it may be pulling on them because they feel it. They may be feeling like this isolation, this void, this pain. Okay. And you know, like I mentioned, the energy is pulling on me, it's intoxicating, right? We have that, right? But then we also have, I'm holding on to the memories of us too. So this person may be constantly thinking about you, the moments that you share. I want to know though, Sarah, like, because it says here, I feel like I don't deserve you. I want a future with you. I should have fought for you. But I'm ready to take my mask off and I want to apologize. Okay, what do they want to apologize for? The Ace of Cups, not giving you love, not sharing love with you, maybe being selfish. Because the Ace of Cups is more, for me, it's more about self-love. You know, it's the beginning of love, a spark of love, but it could also be about you focusing on yourself. So this person could have been focusing on themselves, but they could have also been selfish. If they feel the need to apologize, then it might be because they were acting selfishly and only thinking of themselves and not how they were affecting you. Give me more on the forgiveness card. Give me more. Give me more. With the Ace of Cups and forgiveness. Sorry, the cards are like, they gotta flip. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody has been holding back. They've been holding back. And what I heard was, it may be perceived as being selfish, but yeah, it could have been being perceived as being selfish. Yeah, and it could be, especially if you were really pouring into the situation and they weren't reciprocating. So yeah, of course, it's going to come off as being selfish, you know? Okay, what else? I want to know about that. I want a future with you. What is this future that they want to have? What is this future? I got the Page of Cups and the Temperance card. So the Page of Cups is usually like it's a very young water sign energy. They may be coming back, and we did see that I want to apologize, I need your forgiveness. It could be that this person may be coming back, but not as, like I said, it may be a grand gesture, but depending on what it is, like if it's somebody like admitting like that they haven't been really giving in, or haven't, not giving in because that sounds like doesn't sound good, but that they have been holding back, and not necessarily as being generous and loving as you have been, you know, putting more effort. Like this person has been pulling back their effort, because when I think of Pentacles, it's not only about your material gain, it's like the material, like money, assets, all that. It could also be your time and your energy. So this person probably has been stingy with that, but also the energy is more like the effort, because when I think of energy, it's effort, it's output, you know, it's input and output. So that's what I'm thinking. So maybe this person wants to bring some sort of balance into the situation. With the Temperance card coming in, they want to apologize for, you know, possibly been acting immaturely. Oh, we got a couple cards that flipped over. Three of Pentacles. So they want to work together, collaborate. Two of Swords, but they may be unsure about what action to take. Knight of Wands. They're obviously there's like someone who's immature with love, but then you have the Knight of Wands. So maybe this person came off as, maybe you're undecided about whether this person is someone who actually did care about you, did have emotions for you, or if they were just simply a player, that they just wanted to get something out of you. You know, maybe you feel like they worked you in some way, like they manipulated you in some way. Okay. Somebody's looking at things from a different perspective, and maybe, like I mentioned, manipulation. A magician, in the worst sense, can be someone who is manipulative. You know, who could be manipulating energy, can be manipulating emotions, manipulating a situation to be seen a certain way. But if it could be also trying to manipulate your perception about something. But this could also be manipulation of yourself. Like you could be manipulating yourself in some way, like gaslighting yourself into thinking something was something that it wasn't, you know. So possibly some of you may be looking at a situation or a person differently. Is this the first? No. Okay, we have three major arcana here. We have the Temperance card, right, which has to do with motivation, alchemy, manifestation, integration, balance. But then also we have the Devil card, and then we have we have Pisces, and we have Pisces with the Hangman, and then we have the Magician with Virgo and Gemini. So the Devil's Capricorn and Temperance is Sagittarius. Pisces, Virgo, and then I see a snake in the bottom. So somebody could be born the year of the snake, could have a snake tattoo. We are currently in the year of the snake, a 9-year. The Hangman. Also, this could be Cancer. I feel like it could also be a Cancer placement, because I see a little crab right there. So it's usually, the Hangman is usually Pisces, but I see the crab there. So it could be Cancer as well. So that may be significant. Butterflies has to do with transformation. So possibly somebody is, we got the Hangman. Maybe someone is looking at trying to look at something from a different perspective, so that they can transform a situation, or maybe they're trying to transform their perception about something, transform or try to manifest a different ending, a different outcome in some way. But it's, when I see the butterflies, it's about transformation, it's about change, it's about metamorphosis. And then we have the infinity symbol on the top. So for some of you, this could have been like a karmic cycle that you've gone through with this person. This person could possibly be a karmic where there was a lesson that was supposed to be learned for you to manifest, to try to, like, if you want to manifest a new partner, you have to look at what you've experienced in the past, especially with this particular situation, and see in what ways can you change things so that if you do manifest a person, if you felt like you manifested this person, then you're probably going to have to go back and reflect on the way that you manifested this person and see how you could tweak your manifestation. You know, maybe there were certain characteristics about the specific person that you didn't like, that didn't align with you, that you didn't even think of when you were trying to manifest somebody. And I feel like we can manifest people, because I have manifested people, and it's just like some of them, it's like just things that I don't like. So I'm like, okay, we gotta fix this manifestation because this is not the right person for me. They got some of the qualities, but they're not like, there's one particular quality that I don't like, you know? So I'm like, okay, I need to fix that, you know? So hopefully I'm just sharing my information just so you know. I believe it's possible for us to manifest people, the right person for us. But I think that as we meet people and we think they may be the person for us, they're going to show us things that we're like, no, you're not the right person for me. Or possibly they could be the right person for you, but they're just showing you an aspect of yourself that you need to heal, that you need to fix within yourself, heal or repair within yourself, you know? I know for me what that is, but it's about trust. It's totally about trust, you know? But for you, you need to, like, maybe possibly look at how you've manifested people in the past. Even if you've been manifesting the same person, you know, how are there any changes? Like, so, you know, like, this is when it comes to manifestation, don't particularly like hone in on a specific person. I think just hone in on the qualities that you appreciate that in that person, and the other qualities that you value, so that you can attract that type of person in, you know? Because, you know, we could see somebody and we're like, oh, this person could be no, potential. Everybody has potential. Remember when we were in school? Oh, you have so much potential. Everybody has fucking potential, you know? Stop telling me that. I already know that, you know? Ace of Swords, and that's the truth. You know, gain some clarity about something, gain some clarity, you know, focus and put your effort towards things that you want to see growth in, you know, and invest in, because the Six of Pentacles, you know, this is being at the point where you're giving into situations that I don't want to say give back to you, but, you know, it's like karmically, yeah, you want something that will karmically in the most positive and your highest good sense to come back to you, you know? And like I mentioned, you know, reflect on what you may have manifested in the past when it comes to love relationships, and see in what areas you need to, you know, like observe people, observe them. I want to say observe, but I also want to say, like, look back in the past, but from an objective standpoint, where you defamiliarize yourself from the situation. And that's an anthropology term, you know, is when you look at something that you are familiar with, but you just take all your notions, your experience, your emotions, thoughts, opinions, you set that aside and look at it objectively, and look at things and see, like, okay, this worked out, this didn't work out, and then that's the end. So I'm gonna end the reading there. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye.